Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught us this truth, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. It's a quick, Salakia, quick lesson. All right. I'm playing this video on my other phone. It's about how homelessness is, all right, here in America. And it's just outrageous. All right, everybody named Mama homeless, man. Okay.
I live inside my small car.
I live in a storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment.
I'm a mom of 3 staying in a hotel.
So I've been living in a hotel for like 4 months now.
Okay, boom. I've been living in my car since May 13th.
This is a day in the life of a 25-year-old who lives in a car with his wife.
You know, that's just what people have to do because they don't have the money to afford this high rent.
Please stay for 60 seconds. I've been homeless and living in my car for the last 9 months.
I just woke up, right? And this is what I woke up.
In 1 mile, turn right to merge onto I-90 West toward I-71.
The government promised to provide for me, but they don't.
I guess I'll give you a realistic what it's like living in my car.
They don't give me SSI. They don't give me Section 8. They don't give me anything. They're taking my medical insurance. They're taking my food stamps.
I wish I could have my own bed, my own space, my own bathroom. I wish I could walk to the bathroom, shower.
Let's talk about how I went from a good job, a 3-bedroom house in the suburbs, to homeless and jobless in less than 30 days.
People aren't just struggling with rent anymore. They're dodging it like it's a predator. Forget apartments. People are living in cars and storage units in motels with broken vending machines and questionable plumbing. Not because they want to, but because rent prices have officially entered the realm of science fiction. You're not between places. You're between survival strategies. A car isn't just transportation anymore. It's a bedroom.
Right, and these things are taking place because the wicked are ruling over the earth, man. All right, that's why these things are taking place. The scriptures tell us that when the wicked are in power, that the people mourn. All right, and that's what you're seeing taking place. All this homelessness. Okay. And now you got Trump. He done passed the bill saying that it's illegal to be homeless. So now if your ass is homeless, you fuck around and you getting locked up, man. Right? You got some kind of drug addiction, your ass is getting locked up. Mental health problem, you a little cuckoo, your ass is getting locked up. All right? This is the beginning of this devil coming down with great wrath, man. All right? Among other things. Right? Other things like him cutting your food stamps and your housing assistance.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
All right, making it hard for you to take care of your children, making it hard for you to take care of yourself.
In about 2 miles, take exit 170B onto I-71 South toward Columbus.
But real quick, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 71. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, and that's what these devils are doing. That's how they're coming in, like madmen. All right, they ain't sparing nobody. All right, it's funny because I was watching a video earlier today. He was talking about how at this old folks home. Well, it wasn't a home, it was like an apartment building for old folks, right? And fucking 4 people done got shot. And come to find out, it was a love triangle with some old folks, man. Right? Hey, I brought that out just to say that the scripture says that those spirits created for vengeance, that they were going to slay utterly old and young, man. All right, everyone is subject unto these scriptures. right?
Kitchen, a panic room with cup holders, storage units. They used to hold furniture. Now they hold people, quietly, illegally, invisibly. Because when the cheapest studio costs more than your monthly income, you start getting creative with square footage. And hotels? They're not vacations. They're last resorts. You pay nightly, pray for Wi-Fi, and pretend the front desk isn't judging you. This isn't quirky. This isn't edgy. This is what desperation looks like when wrapped in silence and duct tape. So
this is what a fallen economy looks like. All right? This is what a fallen nation looks like, man. This is what a fallen society.
Lanes to take exit 170 onto I-71 South toward Columbus.
All right? This is what a fallen society looks like, man. All these jobs being shut down. And the scripture says that there will be no work for Egypt. Right? The scripture says that the grinding shall cease.
Continue.
All right? And we're witnessing it. Here it is. You got people living out of storage containers, man.
Right toward Columbus.
Or storage units. The land of the great, right? The richest land, the richest nation on the face of the earth, man. And you got people living out of storage units. You got people living in their cars. But Salakia.
if you've ever looked at your rent and thought, maybe I could live in my car for a while, you're not alone. You're just awake. And this video, it's not about judgment. It's about truth. Because when shelter becomes a luxury...
But this is about judgment. All right? Everything is about judgment. All right? The whole reason you're in the predicament that you're in is because of judgment. All right? If the Lord don't want you to be without a home, all right, he will give you a home. If the Lord, hey, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, man. All right, you are not in control. Real quick, this 2 Ezra 16 and 72, it says, for they shall waste and take away their goods, right? All of these different benefits that you receive. All right, because you're going to war. America's going to war, man. This is why all these different executive orders are being signed. All these different perks and benefits and government assistance programs. This is why they're being cut. Okay, because that money can be spent elsewhere. Where, you ask? War. All right, that's where that money's going. And your son might go too if he one of them YNs. All right, your daughter might go if she one of them YGs. All right. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their homes. I mean, cast them out of their houses, man. All right. And that's what you're seeing. That's what you're listening to.
The system isn't just broken, it's hostile.
So I see so many people that are living in their car. I used to pick up at Panera Bread every morning. I would go in there. I would get out to work at like 6 a.m. doing DoorDash, and I would see the same car in the parking lot every single morning. And this person, they would sit in the parking lot all day, and you could see their stuff in their car. And clearly this person was homeless, living in their car. There are so many people who live in their cars. Even like Walmart parking lots, you'll see the same cars there all day. And it's very, very sad, but you know, that's just what people have to do because they don't have the money to afford this high rent. That is an issue. Nobody should have to live in their cars. Just
hey, the scripture says Babylon is fallen. She is fallen. Okay? This place is crumbling, man. You got the freeways all fucked up, side streets, right? Neighborhood streets all fucked up. You know where that money going? To war. Right? They ain't fixing shit. They getting ready for war, man.
Because they can't afford rent. It's just not the way to live.
I'm a mom of 3 staying in a hotel, and from the looks of it, you guys really like my cooking videos in the hotel. I received a lot of comments saying that I was only recording for clout, that I'm not really in a hotel because my stove was too big, and a hotel normally doesn't carry a stove that size. And that's crazy. Why would I be doing this for clout? But I am really living in a hotel with 3 kids, and it's not fun, it's not glamorous, it's not ideal. Trust me, I wish I was lying to you guys, but I'm not. This is my real life, this is what I'm really living, and this is my day and how I'm cooking here. If you guys like to watch and continue to see how I live in a hotel and how I'm surviving our days with these kids, and follow along to see what our days look like.
Today makes it 382 days of me living my car.
Isaiah 31:1, it says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because there are many." All right, that word "woe" means destruction. Destruction to you who go down to Egypt, right? And your modern day Pharaoh will be Trump, okay, or this government, this system, right? It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots." Okay, because there are many. All right, that's all I be hearing is America. Well, I'm gonna say this. That's what I used to hear. I don't really be hearing it now. All right, I don't really be hearing America's the biggest, the baddest, and the strongest. You know, I don't hear that shit now. I used to hear that shit maybe a year ago, year and a half, 2 years ago. Oh, they was American out. All right, now I don't really hear that shit, man.
2 miles, keep right toward Columbus.
It says, "And in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." Right? Our people believe that the so-called white man, he's their Lord, man, and this is why they put so much trust in him. Okay. And this is why, matter of fact, it says, I think it says it in this chapter. It said it pierced him. Let's see, hold on. I'm driving, so bear with me. Hold on.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right toward Columbus.
Well, I ain't gonna be able to grab it. Jake driving. I got one phone and then this other one up here.
Keep right. In 1.5 miles, take exit 237 beyond to Snow Road west toward Ingle Road.
Alright. But you get the point. So Lord willing, this is edified. Shalom.